people be?
First one would be Barack Obama. First
Okay.
one would be Barack Obama, Martin Luther King,
Okay.
and Muhammad Ali.
Mm. Mm. Now that's a hell of a dinner. That's a hell of a dinner. Tell me why.
Just the inspiration that they had from a sports standpoint, the plight that Ali went through, sacrificing the prime of his career to stand on something that he felt strongly about. And just the plight that he went through as a black athlete in America.
Mm-hmm.
And the voice and using the platform that he used to get his message across. Martin Luther King, especially being here from Atlanta, you look at that. I look at a lot of his speeches and some of the words, his prophetic words, and just the march that he led, the nonviolent march. And you get in America to where you have individuals that have problems with. Now I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say it. You have problems with protesting nonviolently, but you also have a problem with the unrest that comes with not being heard.
Mm-hmm.
And his messages ring louder and louder, like he was here today, because it's almost like it's a split image. Back then, it was the civil rights movement. Now it's the social injustice and racial injustice. So his message still rings true. And Barack Obama, with everything that he stands for me personally, being the first black president in the United States of America's history, and my parents being able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember stories where my parents were not able to vote. My grandparents weren't able to vote. It hurt me to my heart. I remember my grandfather in Villa Rica, Georgia, and this is where my eyes started to be open to where my grandfather used to collect boxes in Villa Rica, Georgia, and he used to go get them recycled. He was a box collector.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a young white man who, I guess, owned the shop, and I used to go with my grandfather on the back of his truck. And I just felt a certain kind of way about the gentleman calling my grandfather a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't have been no more older than like 24, 25. My grandfather's 70.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for me, boy? So
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that, but
Right.
like
Right.
just seeing certain instances, and growing up, especially here in the South, and being, privy and enlightened to a lot of different things, those three individuals I feel like can relate to me, because everybody have a certain level of anger inside of them. And having the thought of Barack Obama, Muhammad Ali, and Martin Luther King constantly in my mind kind of quells and say, hey, there's another way.
Absolutely.
So those are the three individuals that, I try to, listen to as much as I can to every time they speak. And I actually had the chance to meet Muhammad Ali when he was alive. He actually came to my high school and spoke.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a surreal moment for me as well.